Hi everybody, this is Andy. This video is to explain the custom GPT that I assembled. I'm going to try to keep it as straightforward as possible. The reason why I built this custom GPT is because if you look for provincial nominee program information, the regular chat GPT, and it's the middle of October, you'll be either using ChatGPT 4.0 001 preview, which is strawberry, and the newer and the new one, GPT 4.0 with Canvas. The one I have is called PNP Info, and what I've done is I've uploaded some of the recent information with some of the most recent changes. For example, Alberta, they updated their scoring, and I also realized that the regular chat GPT, it may not necessarily have all the calculation factors. For example, I tried to do Ontario, and for whatever reason, the regular GPT wasn't able to do that. So I've actually tried to record this video a few times now, and I realized I should simplify it just to show you this custom GPT and how it's configured, just to avoid confusion, because these screens look almost identical from one to the other. So again, this is the normal one that you would see if you have a free or paid subscription, and this is the one that I'm providing for free. I am taking advantage one feature to attach files and upload it to ChatGPT, and I've also allowed for web browsing, for web searching. I can't remember if that's in the regular chat GPT or not. Again, it's another reason why you would want to try to use my version. So let me just get started and show you a couple of examples first, and then I'll show you how it's configured so you can get a better idea how to use it a little better. I'm going to change the description here, so you'll have when you navigate to it, you'll have access to the YouTube video plus a link to the Google Drive with all the files, because once you see the files, you'll have a pretty good idea of what I was trying to do and the file formats that I used. Okay, so let me get started. Okay, so let me show you one example, and I'm going to go in to my file folder, and let's see, Alberta was recently updated, I think middle of September, and I've got just a dummy resume here, and I just called it Albert McNumbers, MBA grad with undergraduate degree, considering applying for the Alberta PNP. Okay, so let me show you the Alberta PNP. This is the scoring that was just rolled out in the middle of September, actually last month. So I've incorporated this PDF into the custom GPT. If you try to use the existing chat GPT, it won't know this. And as a matter of fact, I've seen it calculate based on scoring from a couple of versions ago of the Alberta PNP. Okay, so, and I should clarify, I'm not guaranteeing 100% accurate results. What you would do as a best practice is to get ChatGPT or the custom GPT calculate for you, copy the text out, and just use it as a writing aid. And you'll have to go in and just double check everything. Okay, so the resume that I was looking at was called Albert McNumbers. So I'm going to go down here. I'm just going to open it, and it's going to open within the custom GPT. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy this prompt. Obviously, got this ready. Okay. So this is what prompt. Use a scoring Alberta-EOI-grid.pdf knowledge file. Calculate Alberta EOI score. I'm gonna let it run. And it says, okay, I'm gonna use this PDF and just go through and calculating everything out. I don't want to confuse you too much, but if you use the existing Chat GPT, um, it a few times I've tried, it wasn't able to find the scoring, or it would say, "Oh, there is no such scoring." So again, but feel free to try that out on your own. Okay, I'll do another example now. So I'm going to clear this out, and here's the next example. And here's another dummy resume. Um, so as I'm going to open this, as a best as a best practice also, if you do use ChatGPT to calculate CRS scores or PNP scores, I would say as a best practice, remove the name, remove the actually remove the places of employment, and remove the schooling, because uh, ChatGPT and these other language models, they use data input to train future models. So I would again remove the names, remove their places of employment. What I would do though is I would add the language scoring, age, and salary information, because that's often used for PMP scores. Okay, so I this is the second example. So here's another dummy resume. This person's a baker with a wage, used to be a French teacher, and here's some language scores. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the custom GPT, and I'm going to go into the PNP Info one, and I'm going to attach the file. I'm going to click open, and I'm going to grab the prompt. So I have another PDF called Scoring Ontario, and I'm directing it to a certain page because the Ontario PNP, they have I think 3 different streams with scoring factors. So how I assembled that PDF, that particular one I'm looking for is on page 31, but I'll show you where everything is. I'm going to click on run, and again, and actually this one in particular, it would more often than not give me the wrong value, give me the wrong answers. Um, but having said that, it's a good starting point. Again, if you just copy everything out, use that as writing aid, and this will be further ahead than you would try to look for yourself. So I'm looking for the scoring factors. Here's the scoring factors for the in-demand skill stream, which I was like, I want to calculate for this particular person, and the scoring factors are down here. I already know that it did this incorrectly because I think it was actually trying to calculate a language score. And for this particular stream, there is no scoring for language. There's a minimum language requirement of CLB4. That's one of the issues with ChatGPT. It does get a little confused. Currently, I think Strawberry, the newer model, may be a little better. Okay, so I've just shown you 2 different examples, and I'm going to show you now what the internal structure of this custom GPT looks like. I'm going to click on edit, and here's the instructions. I'm telling it to go to these websites for the official scoring, only reference these websites. It sometimes, I'll show you. It sometimes still looks for third-party websites, which I'm not too happy about. Okay, and just as importantly, here are the knowledge files. I will upload all these knowledge files into a Google Drive so you see exactly what's inside there. But when you see the word guide, it's basically the background information of a particular PNP. Draws are whatever the historical draws are I was able to find for that PNP for the I guess the last 1 or 2 years. And then scoring is purely it will have a chart. So for example, Scoring Ontario would have this information inside there. So The actual results of the second example I did were a little disappointing because it did calculate the wrong thing. But again, for the language scoring, because that particular stream doesn't have a calculation for language, but it's still better than if you were to try to use the regular ChatGPT, because more often than not, you wouldn't even be able to find it. Okay, so trying to keep this video as simple as possible. So I'm going to, again, make a Google Drive for all these files so you can have a look at it yourself. So, so if you were to try this, then you'll know why I told you to look for the knowledge file on page 31, because you'll have all the PDFs in front of you too. Uh, Thank you so much for trying it. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks.